As you can see, my son is a white male, so here are some books that I bought to help prevent him from growing up to be awful.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. So you guys know that on this channel we talk about a bunch of things, right? But most of the stuff we talk about isn't like something so surprising, right? When I see a video and I react to it and I say something, it's kind of like what all of you would say, and that's pretty much why it resonates so much with you guys, because pretty much it all revolves around common sense, right? It's like you watch a video of like a Karen freaking out or something and you're like, okay, this is kind of stupid. A regular person would not do this. Anyone with common sense would realize that that's not something a regular person would say, or that's not how a regular person would act. But it seems like people on the internet just don't understand this and keep repeating this phenomenon over and over and over again. They say the most absurd things with just absolute complete confidence, as if like everyone around them believes this as well. And honestly, if that's the case, if everyone around you has the same beliefs as this person, I mean, I honestly fear for society. So ladies and gentlemen, pretty much today we're gonna be looking at a girl on TikTok who's decided to make a TikTok about her son. Pretty much she comes to this grand realization that her son is a white male and oh, we can't be having that. So yeah, pretty much she tosses him in the trash and asks for a refund. Just kidding, but she would probably do that if she could, because judging by her attitude in this TikTok, I mean, it seems like she just doesn't like her son. Now, is that the case? I honestly don't know, but you guys can watch the video and judge for yourself.
Hi there, my name is Sarah. This little cutie is my son Bennett. As you can see, my son is a white male, so here are some books that I bought to help prevent him from growing up to be awful.
Can we just take a moment to analyze this expression on her face? Like, oh, obviously, you know, just my son's a white male. I mean, I don't want him to grow up like all those other white males, right? Just awful. Also, it's already a problem if you judge a stranger based on the color of their skin or their gender, right? That's just straight up wrong. But honestly, that's bad enough if you judge like strangers based on that. But judging your own son, your own little baby boy, just, you know, cutely sitting there, I just can't wrap my head around this. Why would you make this video? Has the clout disease really gotten this bad to the point where moms are making TikToks about their son, just like, I don't know, bashing them on the internet? And it's like your son can't even defend himself. He's literally a cute, lovable child. So let's just go back to what she said. As you can see, my son is a white male. Like, this is so weird. Are you observing a new species or something? So here are some books that I bought to help prevent him from growing up to be awful. So, obviously, this has several underlying implications, okay? And this isn't even, like, the half of it. Just wait till you see the rest of it. But let's just pause right here and talk about it, okay? So, when you say help prevent him from growing up to be awful, that implies that all white males just grow up to be awful. I mean, sure, there's some white males that have done some horrible things, just like there's been a person in the world who's done horrible things, of pretty much every single race. I think instead of classifying the entire race, how about you classify the person as a bad person and then leave everybody else out of it? If somebody is a racist or a bad person, how about you call them a racist and a bad person and then leave the rest of the race out of it, you know? And what's even more pathetic is, by the looks of it, you seem to be a white female. So what, are you just way more like superior than white males or something? Like, what are you even implying here? It appears you're literally white as well, so who the heck are you talking to? Or are you sexist as well? It's only the men that are bad, huh? And it's like, I just don't get how you can look at a baby boy like this and come up with these random things in your mind. Just wait, watch this.
Help prevent him from growing up to be awful. Starting out strong, we have C is for consent. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's a picture book that goes into detail about consent with your body, with family.
Okay, so once again, by saying this, you're literally implying that white males don't know consent at all. Starting out strong, we have C for consent, pretty there's a whole picture book, and you know, it's honestly really good. You should be teaching your kids about consent. But the underlying message you're giving here, why did you preface this whole thing by saying that, okay, I don't want him to grow up to be a typical white male, you know? As if the typical white male doesn't pay attention to consent. Consent is something that every single human being should be taught, regardless of race or gender or anything. It's not only the white males that need to be taught this, okay? This is just a universal thing that people need to know. Then she goes on introducing things that, you know, kids typically should know, and it's pretty good that she's doing this, but I just don't trust her anymore after what she said.
Along that same note, we have Will Ladybug Hug. Teaches the same kind of concept and in a more childish way about a ladybug who is hugging his friends. He even has one friend who doesn't like hugging. So this one is called Only for Me. Also, same concept, teaching kids about consent and things that feel comfortable with their body.
Okay, so there's 3 separate books for consent because apparently he's a white male. He needs to be told 3 separate times, like, don't do this. And honestly, I'm really hoping that if you had children of any other race, you would go with these same steps, you know? I hope you're not giving preferential treatment over here because you literally started off the video saying, as you can see, my son is a white male. Pretty much saying that the only reason he needs to be told these things is because he's a white male, like by virtue of his skin and gender. That's so incredibly weird and uncomfortable, and I don't like that you're a mom. Now, this video kind of went viral by itself. I'm hoping she's issued an apology somewhere. I don't know. I don't really follow her on any of her platforms, but I'm really hoping she at least took this back or something because this is just not cool. Now, pretty much she goes on to say that I am raising a feminist, so I'm introducing this other stuff as well. So, okay, we'll get to that right after we see the clip, okay?
Because I'm raising a feminist, we've got A is for Awesome, 23 inspirational women. Next, we have I Clean Like Daddy. There's even a page in the end where the whole family is cleaning together to show that it's not just mom and sister's job. Finally, we have Except When They Don't, a book about boys and girls liking whatever they want, regardless of their gender.
Okay, honestly, these all seem like wholesome things and nice things you should be teaching your child, but I really don't like how you said I'm raising my child to be a feminist. Okay, so let me just clarify here, okay? If you're not advocating for equality and don't support equality, you're just a loser, okay? Everybody wants equality. Equality's the best. But nowadays, there's just way more psycho-feminists like you who don't really fit the movement of feminism anymore. Essentially, instead of advocating for women's rights, you just kind of become psycho like this and look at your child and go, oh wow, he's a white male, I don't want him to grow up like this. You're pretty much the exact type of person I don't want him to become. And yeah, I get it. You're raising him, showing that, okay, women can do awesome things. That's really nice. But I feel like this is just the surface of it, you know? I mean, I just want to ask, how did you turn up this messed up? Clearly, your mom had been teaching you something wrong. I just can't get over that every single thing over here is nice and something you could be doing. And you could be doing this without posting it on social media and just having a good upbringing for your child. But why do you have to preface it saying, oh, as you can see, my son's a white male, and you don't want him to be awful as if default he's awful? By virtue of his being, he's not awful, he's wonderful, okay? I don't know, there's a stupid, disgusting aspect here that I really don't like. It's like self-hate, you know? Listen, if there's any parents in the audience or future parents, let me just give a bit of advice so that you don't go down this absolutely horrible route. Listen loud and clear. You don't need to shove things into your kids' face to make them try and understand and pretty much pick up exactly the same beliefs you have, okay? You're not here to create carbon copies of yourself because let's be real, nobody really wants more of you. The world needs more and more interesting people with creativity and their own ideas and opinions, okay? Sure, you should be teaching them some basic stuff that they need to know to survive and that will make them good people and instill in them really good values. But, you know, grooming them from the very start, like, I want my son to grow up to be a feminist. Like, sure, if your definition of feminist is someone advocating for gender equality, absolutely, but I feel like it's not. Honestly, if you're raising a baby, you don't really need to do all these things and force stuff in their face, okay? How about you just act like decent people around him? And you know how babies learn. They literally observe you and pick up and emulate you. Have you ever interacted with your baby? You know, he just kind of copies what you do. If you show them by example how to be good and decent human beings, they will be good and decent human beings. You don't need 1,500 books. You don't need to bring them to random lectures all over the internet and let them grow up the way they want to, okay? Please. Listen, I'm not a parent and I'm still frustrated, but I can't imagine any parents watching and seeing someone raise their child like this. I bet your blood is boiling. But yeah, I maintain my position. Some people should just not be parents. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Smash the like button if you did, subscribe if you're new, comment below what you thought about this. I'm really interested in reading the comment section because I don't know, man, the messages were good, but just, oh my god, just the way she introduced all of that was just horrible. Anyways, that's about it. Have a wonderful day ahead. I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe and bye bye.